A regular language is a language that is recognized by a deterministic finite automata. These regular languages can have the following operations performed on them. Let's use these two very simple languages to explain these operations. The star operation is a little different because it only acts on a single language. It just means that we can attach any number of valid strings of our language together to get another acceptable string in the new A star language. This includes the empty string. The concat operation attaches all the strings in A to the front of all the strings in B to form a new language. The union operation is the simplest to understand. We simply take each string from both languages to create a new language. We consider these operations as closed for regular languages. If an operation is closed, it just means that the output that is produced from each of these operations is also a regular language. Proving that these operations are closed will take us a long way in our study of computation. To prove that union is closed for regular languages, we can build a DFA to show that a machine recognizes the new language. But in order to prove A star and concatenation are closed, we will need to invent a new type of finite automata, a non-deterministic finite automata. This we will handle in another video. For now, let's prove the union operation is closed through proof by construction. I will use two concrete DFAs, as it is more interesting in this format, but I promise that the principles apply to a higher level of abstraction. Take two regular languages that share the same alphabet, zeros and ones, and let's call these languages A and B. Let's also take their corresponding finite automata, machine A and machine B. These machines will accept strings with an odd number of ones or an odd number of zeros respectively. Now let's create their union. To prove this new language is also regular, we will construct a finite automata that recognizes it. Let's call this machine MU. MU will accept its input when either machine A or machine B would accept the same input. To do this, MU will combine both machines entirely. This means that for each state in machine A, we will create a pairing with each state in machine B and add it to a list of states for our union machine. Then, we will define the transitions. This works with languages that don't share the same alphabet, but fortunately for us, our two languages do, so it looks a little cleaner. Say we are in A1 and B2. Given an input of 0, we look to see where our transition function takes us in machine A, which is still A1. In machine B, if we receive a 0 in B2, we transition to B1. So we combine those two states and make that our destination. Let's do one more. Say we are in A2 and B1. Given an input of 1, we look to see where our transition function takes us in machine B, which is still B1. In machine A, if we receive a 1 in A2, we transition to A1. So we combine those two states and make that our destination. To put this in a slightly more confusing manner, given two states, R1 and R2, and an input A, our new state is equal to the result of the transition function applied to the two original finite automata. We can do this for the other transitions in the machine as well. And after we've gone through this whole process of combining the transition functions, we can then mark the start state. The start state is going to be the pair that combines the start state from machine A and the start state from machine B, in this case A1, B1. Lastly, recreate our accept states by picking the states that have either an accept state from machine A or an accept state from machine B. And with that, we have a slightly formal proof by construction that the union operation for regular languages is closed. If you are so inclined, you can find the absolute correctness of this by searching online for a proof by induction that union is closed for regular languages. I might cover it in a later video, but I can make no promises. In the next video, we will dive into the exciting and powerful non-deterministic finite automata. See you there.